How to create a calendar in Monday.com. Hey everyone and welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll be basically showing you step by step how to create a calendar in your Monday.com. Basically, Monday.com is going to allow you with your project management, but it's going to look a little different. It's not going to be in a calendar view, so I'm just going to show you how to do it. So let's just go ahead and create a template board, and we can just go ahead and start telling you about it. So basically we have a few groups here. We have group 1, group 2. Let me just go ahead and change them a little bit. So group 1, group 2, and then we'd want to have some tasks within them, obviously. And let me just remove this real quick, the date. So we have person, status, and we can, view it this way. So now everything is great, but it's not a calendar view. Basically, to create a calendar view in Monday, it's very simple and easy to do. You want to have a specific board. So let's just, do this one, which is start from scratch board. And we will use this one for the sake of this example. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Anyways, so now we want to use this board and create a calendar for it. So basically, it's very simple. Just go to this plus icon on the top next to the main table or whichever other views that you have. And very simply, just click on that. And then we have the list of other views that we can use, like table view, Gantt view, chart view, calendar, which is the one that we want, Kanban, and more stuff. But basically, we just want to use the calendar view. And this is basically going to create it for us. So now we have the calendar view and nothing is appearing in it. So for the time being, it's just a calendar view and there's nothing that is appearing to it. So there are two different ways that we can, or actually three different ways that we can add stuff in here, or at least show them in here. So basically, the first thing is if we just go to the main table, and in here, if we have anything that is related to date, it's going to automatically show up in the calendar view. What does this mean? Meaning if you add a specific, for example, due dates, if you add them in here as a list, or I mean as a column, then it's going to show up in here. So let's just do a few examples. I'm just going to click on add column, and I'm just going to go ahead and go for date. So just look up dates, do that, and let's set up some due dates and some tasks. So for example, let's just rename this water the plants, and then this one, let's just go ahead and name it something like completely different, but let's just write a script, and let's just name one more. Let's just do buy stuff. I don't know. I'm really bad with examples, but yeah. And actually, let's just do a few with group 2. This way we can actually view how it's going to look like for different groups. Okay, so we have just named the tasks that we have. If you want to create more groups, you can feel free to do so. But now the most important thing in order to make the calendar a little bit more active is to set up a due date. Obviously, we can actually rename this. So it is due date. And it's going to change for both, which is great. And now we can just go ahead and add a few due dates. So let's just do this one as Friday, this one as next Friday, this one. Actually, let's make them a little bit closer. This way we can see them right away. So let's just do 16. There you go. This is going to be Monday. This is going to be Tuesday. Okay, so now we have set up a few due dates within our actual tasks. And if we go back to the calendar view now, we should actually see them appearing in the proper place. Now, here's a problem that Monday calendar does have. It does take a little bit of time to actually refresh. So I believe if we refresh the page, it's going to work. If not, then there's a specific method that you can go for in order to allow them to show up, which is going to be, unfortunately, deleting the calendar view. And then you would want to go ahead and add a view, calendar, and now you can actually see them. So this is a little bit unfortunate that it's not going to automatically just click and have everything sync between the two. So you would want to delete the calendar, re-have it, and it's just going to show up in here. And now we can see we have a few tasks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that's what we have. 3, yes, 5. So you can see the due dates to them. And if we click on it, it's going to show us group 1, the person that is, assigned to it, status, and then the due date. Same goes for the rest of them. You can see the status is gray, so it's not going to work. We can just change it to done, for example. This we can change it to, or assign a specific person, change this to working on it, and so on. So this is one way to use it for. The other way is going to be using timeline instead of, only due dates. So for example, if we just create a new item or task, let's just do timeline. Shouldn't really name it timeline, but yeah, And I'm just going to add a new column, which is going to be the timeline column. If we click on that, we should have it here, so we can add a timeline to this one right here. So let's say it extends from from Friday till next Friday. Okay, so this is what we have here. So it is from Friday to next Friday. And again, if we go to calendar view, obviously we will need to delete it and rehab it, which is kind of annoying, but it's kind of fast at the same time, so it's not really going to take up a lot of time. It's working on it, and you can see now that we have it on our timeline, and it's working properly for us, and we can view it exactly like this. So this is pretty much how to do it. And one last way that you can actually add items to the calendar view is basically click on add item in the specific date. So let's say we want it today. We just go ahead and click here and create a new item. So no, we already did that. Okay, example. You know what? Because I'm bad with examples. We can set up a group for it. So group 2, person is going to be me, status is going to be working on it, and then the due date is going to be the date that we have chosen already. If you want to set up a timeline, we can also do so if you want. And click on create item, and it's going to be created for us. And luckily, if we create stuff within the calendar view, it is going to appear right away. So we're thankful for this. But hopefully they fix the whole thing. If we add stuff from the main table, it's going to be syncing with the calendar right away. And one last thing that I want to mention is that if we want, we can also go to the integration place here, and we can actually integrate with Google Calendar, and I believe other calendars as well, like Outlook. I'm not sure about Apple, but those are the two that I can find. Let me just look up calendar. Yeah, these are the two calendars we can actually integrate with, which is going to allow the items that we have with due dates or timelines to show up in our Google Calendar or Outlook calendar. With that being said, this is pretty much how to create a calendar in Monday.com with as much detail as I possibly can have. And thanks for watching.